This video is for educational purposes only. What I have to say is in no way a reflection or the opinions of my mother and father. Also, what I have to say is in no way a reflection or the opinions of my church and my church family. All right, it's your big brother Ron Works. What it do? All right, you know how I do. Put your seatbelt on, snowflakes. Get up out of here. You know how I do this. All right, if you have a problem with a man using explicit language, you need to leave. All right, I gave you my warning. I like to do that so people can know what it is. All right, I'm talking to the men, particularly the young men. All right, I think young men need to know how important it is for them to value their seed. All right, young men, what a young man, a 18-year-old really does not know what he wants. He's so young, he's still a baby. All right, men don't really become who they're going to be until they get into their late 30s. All right, they really don't know themselves. All right, because they're so young. So I want to talk to the young generation because what a man wants to do, this is what every man should strive to do. He should strive to put himself in the top 10%. All right, which is a challenge for any man because getting into the top 10% is only a handful of men make it. All right, so we have to understand that life is a competition. All right, it's about competing and it's about getting ahead and having a advantage. So a young man needs to do everything in his life early to put himself in the best position, all right, to be successful. So that's going to require him to be very protective. And so the lesson today is for him to value his seed. Basically, for the same thing I taught on the lady staying childless, same thing for him. But I want to put this stat out. I want everybody to hear me. If you're listening to this video, hear me good. It's a narrative that always floated around the black community, excuse me, that there's no black men, they're all in jail. These are all the narratives. There's no black men, they're all in jail, all of them are broke. All right, those are the main three that I normally hear. But I want to put this stat out, and y'all can check behind me. When I throw a stat out, please check behind me. And if I'm wrong, put the right percentage in the comment because it could have changed over the last year or two. All right. But the last time I checked, 54% of black men in this country are single and childless. And 60% of that 54%, 60% of those men are in the middle class. All right. So that narrative that there's no black men and all of that, that's just not true. Okay. I just wanted to say that. Now let me carry on. Black man, black young man, your seed is the most valuable thing that God ever gave you. I want to say that. And I'm going to say it again. Your seed is the most valuable thing God ever gave you. And the reason why I say that is because when a man dies, the only thing God can really use is his blood. Let me teach this good. The only thing God can really use after a man dies is his blood, his bloodline, his children, his seed. So that makes your seed, what's in you, the most valuable thing God can use. All right. So you need to understand that it's very important for you to value it. Don't give it to anybody. All right. And if you're going to give it to somebody, that somebody has to be on your program. Meaning, what I mean by on your program, that person, that lady has to be willing to see your dream. even if it don't look good. She has to be willing to believe in you. All right? She has to be willing to do that. So it's very important for you to court whoever you are around. All right? Protect yourself. I tell a young man, you should not even be focused on women, children, none of that until you are in your late 30s. I say get a goal, get a vision, get a plan, and stay focused every day. Don't worry about nothing else. Get you a goal, find out what you want to do with yourself, and stay focused. Women, they gonna come. You need to make yourself high value. This is what I want to teach my sons. You need to make yourself high value first before you even think about dealing with a lady. All right? All right, I really believe a man should be able to pay all of his bills. He need to live on his own first before he can even. He don't. A man don't deserve to have sex until he can live on his own and pay his own bills. I believe that's how it should be. Yes, Lord. Yes, because a man needs to earn the right to have sex. He needs to make himself high value. Why? Because sex brings children. Children are dangerous, man. You men need to hear this. You young men need to hear this. Once you could be living your life, living it up. And once you get that lady pregnant, that lady got you by the balls, boy. Yes, Lord. You need to value your seed, man. Once you get a lady pregnant, I just want to tell you that's game over. Ball game over. It's not about you no more. It's about the children. That's right. Because your seed, that's your money. Your seed, that's your money. And if you don't believe me, if you get a lady pregnant, you try to bump off, Uncle Sam gonna find you. Yes, Lord. They got a thing called DNA. Dana, they call it. Dana. And you can't hide from Dana. I want you to know that. And every seed you sow, I want you to hear me. This Bible here. Every seed you sow is the harvest you gonna reap. That's right. So you need to value your seed, man. Don't give your seed to anybody. Every woman don't deserve to have your seed. Your seed, that's what God gave you, man. It's valuable. That's right. It's valuable. Everybody don't deserve to have it. Yeah, if she don't want to be on your program, she don't see your vision, she don't see your goal, she don't deserve to have your seed. That's how you need to look at it. You men are too loose. You too loose. And this is why I wish more men would stay in the house, in marriage. More, people they get into these marriages, they have one problem and then they just leave. Your people are weak, man. You can't take nothing. This generation. It's such snowflakes. That's why I say snowflakes, get out of here. They can't take nothing. Oh, weak people. They can't go through nothing. You stay for the children, people. Stay for your kids. It's important. And I want to get on, men having babies and don't want to get married. If you sleep and you get a woman pregnant, you need to marry her. You did it. You slept with her. You old hound. What is you doing? Why you keep doing that? And you don't understand that your seed is your money? And that's why half people, you don't want to work because child support going to rip your ass in half. That's why a lot of men don't want to work. You see a man that just won't work because he got a bunch of kids. He got a bunch of kids, don't want to go. He know he ain't going to get no check. He going to work 80 hours and get $2. Going to work overtime and everything and come home with $3. Yeah, because you didn't understand. You didn't value your seed. You didn't value your seed. And a lot of you got baby mama drama. baby mamas just all over the place. Some of them pulling up at the job, busting out your windows, slicing your tires and everything up. You can't even keep a car. Some of them following you all over the place, stalking you. Because why? You didn't value your seed. You didn't value your seed, man. You can't just give that stuff to anybody. Some of you men, you done had babies with crazy ass women. I mean, one of them women from the thin line between love and hate. That lady scared me half to death. I want everybody to listen. Go and watch that movie, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I promise God, that lady will scare your ass half to death. That was a crazy ass lady. I won't mess with that lady. Oh no, I just get up out of there. You see that lady eyes? Lord have mercy. But young man, listen to me. You need to value your seed, man. You need to protect yourself at all times, like in boxing. That's right. You need to protect yourself at all times, man. Keep your hands up. Watch where you're moving, man. You know? Watch what's going on. Don't do what your daddy done did. You see, he ain't ever had no money. Some of these men don't ever have no money. They got too many kids. And then you won't marry these women. You men need to get married. That's right. Get married. You need to be married. Our culture, something, I really believe this, and God help me teach this. I really believe something is seriously wrong with our culture. We need more leaders. Somebody has to step up and be a leader and call some of this stuff out. Where is the black leaders in our community? Somebody stand up. Men, I want us to do better. I know we can do better. Young men, listen to me. Protect yourself. Do not be sleeping with everybody, man. And if you're gonna have sex, sex is beautiful. I know you're gonna have sex. I already know how that is. But listen, you need to protect, you need to put on a condom, man. It's birth control everywhere. And if you do, get married. It's gonna save, first of all, it's gonna save you. It's gonna block child support. And you might end up falling in love with that woman. Get married. You shouldn't have been sleeping with her anyway. Some of these people have babies and don't want to marry. What is wrong with you? Somebody, you need to be taught. I thank God for my dad. And I didn't see it back then. I was 24 years old. Listen to me now. I was 24 years old and I got my wife pregnant. We was not married. I got her pregnant. And I thank God for my dad, because he encouraged me. It was my decision, but he really put it down in me. And I thank God every man needs a father, a good one too, to explain the pitfalls of not being married, making bad choices. I got married and I'm telling you, and marriage hasn't been easy. But let me tell you, it was the best decision I ever made in my life. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. I'm telling you, and I know it was. So I encourage every brother, first of all, you need to value your seed. Focus on your purpose. That's it. That's the only thing you need to be. You need to make yourself get in the top 10% so you can get the best woman. Those men get the best. I'm trying to tell you. They get the best. And you have those babies, you have a baby early, let me tell you, you typically don't do better than your baby mama. Unless you turn out to be rich. Unless you a hustler and know how to get out of that, you can have a baby and then get out of it. You feel me? Because there are some men who know how to get it. And I salute y'all. But let me tell you, a baby is the surefire way to mess yourself up. More than likely, you won't get in the top 10. You do that. You have a baby, don't want to marry, do you want to go off and have babies with somebody else? Let me tell you, you are a fool. You're a fool. And the Bible talk about fools. And let me tell you, it's hard to take care of multiple families because that's what you got when you do that. Basically, you got concubines all over the place, you old hound. And God talk about you being a whoremonger too. But let me tell you, you in dangerous territory, man, whoever's just doing all of this stuff, living like that. A man who don't take care of his seed, God said you worse than a sinner. God said you worse than a sinner, man. All right, I'm at 16 minutes. All right, young man, I hope I helped you on this video. I think this is gonna be one of my most important ones. I hope I helped one person. Just like I told the lady, stay childless, I'm telling you, value your seed. And if you get somebody pregnant, the best choice for you is to get married. Marriage is honorable in the eyesight of God. All right? All right, this your big brother Ron Works. All right, I'm out, y'all. I love everybody.